Hey guys, in this video I'm wanting to show you how to do a two-sample proportion test using R Commander. This procedure is pretty much the same as the procedure we use for the two-sample t-test. However, we have to change one thing. So the thing that we have to change is that the variable that we want to take the percentages of, or the proportions for, we need to convert it to a 0, 1 variable. So we need to recode it to have two categories being coded as 0 and 1. And this is so that this is the way that our commander handles proportions, so we have to tell it that it's a proportion. So to do this, we go into Manage and we code variables, like we've discussed previously. And so we have this here, and so we want to go, and for this we're going to recode newspaper. And we want to name it something else because we want to keep the original one, and we can just go ahead and make it a factor in this case. So we're going to do this, and we are going to recode this. So since I've already read the code book, I don't need to, but worry about it. But it's important that you read the code book before you recode everything, so that you can make sure that you're not leaving anything out. And overlay. And just to show you that it does exist, we are going to go to frequency distributions and go to newspaper 2. And so there we go. We have that. So the other thing is that the variable that, like with t-test, the variable that we want to compare the groups of, it needs to be coded as a factor. And so this, you can recode it as a factor, or you can recode whatever variable you want as a factor, but just make sure that it makes sense. And it's important that this factor only has two categories, because our commander only handles two different categories. So the proportions thing does not have a subset command. So to go to proportions, we'll go to two-sample proportions test. And so we're going to use this party2 variable that I've already made, and newspaper2, the response variable that we just made. And so the difference is 0 to 1, and so that's what this is why we had to recode for what it was, because that's how our commander handles it. So we're just going to go ahead and do a two-sided test with a 95% confidence level, and we're just going to leave the regular normal approximation on. I don't think you guys will use the continuity correction this semester, so just use normal approximation. So we click OK, and we get our results here. So here we can see we have a p-value, and we have our 95% confidence interval. And so these are really the only two things that you should be concerned with. So this is how you run a two-sample proportion test in R Commander, and hopefully you see how similar that is to running the two-sample t-test.